Your love style is the default way you show up in romantic relationships. This isn't some fluffy theory. It's based on insights from experts in marriage and family counseling. By the end of the video, you'll not only spot your own love style, but also get practical tips to level up your relationships. There are 5 main love styles. We will explain each one, share a human example that's super relatable, and wrap up with how to shift it for healthier connections. Number 1, the people pleaser. Always putting others first until you burn out. You grew up with a parent who was either super overprotective, like helicoptering every move, or quick to criticize and blow up over small things. As a kid, you learned to walk on eggshells, always aiming to be the good one to avoid drama. When you heard the door open after you got home from school, you immediately shifted your energy to match. You didn't get much emotional comfort. Instead, you became the mini therapist, soothing your parents' moods. Speed ahead into adulthood, and you're the partner who's all about keeping the peace. Conflict? You'll cave in or apologize first, even if you're right. Saying no feels impossible, and you might even lie a little to dodge arguments. But deep down, you're exhausted from trying to be everything to everyone, and when stress hits, you might just ghost or bail on the relationship.
Emma's mom was a single parent with a high-stress job, often snapping at her for minor stuff like a messy room. Emma became the ultimate helper, always volunteering to cook dinner or clean up to keep things calm. Now, in her 30s, she's dating her partner, and she constantly rearranges her schedule for him, skipping girls' night to watch his favorite show or agreeing to vacation she hates. But when her partner forgets their anniversary, Emma doesn't speak up. She just smiles through it. Eventually, she hits a wall, feels resentful, and breaks up out of nowhere. So what do you do about it? If you're a pleaser like Emma, the real shift happens when you stop bottling up your feelings to keep everyone happy and start being brutally honest in small, gentle ways. Because bottling it up just builds quiet resentment that eventually blows up or pushes people away.
Begin by checking in with yourself a few times a day. What am I actually feeling right now? Drained, tense, annoyed? So you catch those signals early. Then practice slipping in simple "I feel" lines during low-pressure moments, like, "Hey, I feel kind of overwhelmed when the weekend gets totally booked. Can we keep Saturday free to just breathe?" From there, claim some real boundaries, like blocking off an hour or two a few nights a week that's just yours, no guilt allowed, and calmly hold the line, even if they push back with, "But I need you." The payoff is huge. You stop feeling invisible, resentment fades, and the right person finally gets to see and actually value the real human you, instead of the always yes version. Real love grows when you show up as you are, not when you're perfect or endlessly accommodating. So pick one little honest sentence to try this week and see how much lighter it feels. Number 2, the survivor. Blending into the background to stay safe. This style often stems from a chaotic, unpredictable home. Think yelling matches, instability, or even worse. As a kid, you mastered the art of invisibility. Stay quiet, don't draw attention, and create a fantasy world in your head to escape the mess. Self-esteem? Low. Anxiety and depression? Often lurking. In relationships, you adapt like a chameleon, going with the flow to avoid rocking the boat. You might end up with dominant partners who echo your parents' controlling vibes. Calm moments feel weird because you're wired for drama. Peace makes you anxious, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Here's an example. Mike's childhood was a whirlwind. His dad had anger issues, and family dinners often turned into shouting fests. Mike would hide in his room, daydreaming about superheroes saving the day. As an adult, he's with Lisa, who's bossy and decides everything from dinner plans to finances. Mike just nods along, thinking, at least it's not as bad as home. But when things are too quiet, he picks small fights subconsciously, craving the familiar chaos. So what do you do about it? If you're a survivor like Mike, the game changer starts with building real self-love, because growing up in chaos taught you your needs didn't matter, but they absolutely do. And it's never too late to start treating yourself like someone worth protecting. Kick things off gently, grab a journal, and try writing positive affirmations every morning or night. Stuff like, "My feelings are valid and deserve space," or "I am safe now and worthy of respect." Repeat them until they start feeling less weird and more true, especially on rough days when old doubts creep in.
Number 3, the boss. Needing control to feel secure. If your home lacked protection or emotional safety, you toughened up early, vowing never to feel vulnerable again. Fear? Helplessness? No way. You stay in control to shield yourself. But anger? That's your go-to tool. It feels powerful. You're rigid about routines, hate surprises, and prefer solo problem solving. Step out of your comfort zone? Instant frustration. Relationships can feel like battlegrounds where you call the shots. Scott's parents were absent a lot, working multiple jobs, leaving him to fend for himself from age 10. He learned independence the hard way, Now, married to Tia, he micromanages everything: how she loads the dishwasher, their weekend plans. If Tia suggests something new, like a spontaneous road trip, Scott shuts it down with irritation. Deep down, it's fear of losing control, but it pushes Tia away. So what do you do about it? If you're a boss like Scott, the real breakthrough comes when you finally start letting go of that iron grip on control, because deep down, needing to run everything is just old armor from feeling unprotected as a kid. But true strength shows up when you learn to trust others and yourself enough to loosen it. When anger bubbles up, and it will, since letting go feels vulnerable, hit pause with a quick, deep breathing trick, like the 4-7-8 method. Inhale quietly through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale through your mouth for 8. Do a few rounds to cool the fire before you snap. Over time, practice opening up about those softer spots. It might feel risky at first, like handing over a grenade with the pin already pulled, but eventually your partner starts seeing the human behind the boss. Trust deepens, fights drop, and you end up with a connection that's way stronger than just calling the shots. You're not losing control, you're gaining a partner who's got your back. Every tiny step counts. Pick one small delegation or honest share this week and see how much freer it feels.
Number 4, the roller coaster. Craving consistency but sabotaging it. Growing up with an unreliable parent, loving you one day, gone the next, left you fearing being left alone and abandoned. Your needs weren't important enough, so you bottled up resentment. As an adult, you idealize new loves. This is the one. But at the first letdown, doubt creeps in, sparking an emotional roller coaster. You're super perceptive to mood shifts, feeling misunderstood often. Relationships swing from highs to lows because you commit fast and expect perfection. Lisa's dad was a traveling salesman, home sporadically with gifts and hugs, then gone again. She never knew when affection was coming. Dating now, she falls hard for Chris after 2 dates, dreaming of forever. But when he cancels plans once, she spirals. He's pulling away. Cue arguments and her pulling back first. It's exhausting for both. So what do you do about it? If you're like Lisa, the biggest shift happens when you slow everything way down and stop chasing that instant, perfect, this is it feeling. Because growing up with unpredictable affection wired you to grab love hard and fast when it shows up. But that rush usually ends in disappointment and pulling away first. Pace yourself like it's a marathon, not a sprint. Go on casual dates without labeling it the one right away. Let things unfold over weeks or months instead of weeks of texting turning into forever talks. Build in reality checks along the way. When your brain starts idealizing, they're amazing, they'll never let me down. Gently remind yourself out loud or in your head, people aren't perfect and that's okay. Nobody can fill every gap from my past. Notice those abandonment alarms going off at the tiniest sign of distance? Pause, breathe, and ask, is this actual evidence they're leaving, or is it my old fear talking? Over time, as you practice going slow, sharing gradually, and not bailing at the first wobble, you'll start building steadier, more real bonds where both of you feel safe to show up imperfectly. You're not doomed to roller coasters, you're just learning to ride them smoother, and the calmer, more secure love on the other side is so worth the patience. Number 5, the independent. Emotions? What emotions? From a home that prized self-sufficiency over hugs, you learned to suppress needs and handle life logically. Feelings were sidelined, so now you're the chill partner who needs space and gets weirded out by big emotions. You solve issues with facts, not tears, and prefer independence over interdependence. Alex's family was all about tough love, no coddling, just figure it out. He mowed lawns at 12 for pocket money. In his relationship with Willow, he's supportive but distant. When Willow's upset about work, Alex offers solutions like, just quit, instead of a hug. Emotional talks make him clam up, leading to Willow feeling unloved. So what do you do about it? If you're an avoider like Alex, the real shift starts when you slowly crack open those emotional floodgates, because keeping everything locked down kept you safe as a kid, but now it keeps your partner at arm's length. Practice dropping simple, everyday feelings that feel uncomfortable but you can manage. Stuff like, it was a nice feeling laughing with you about that meme. The more you practice, the more it'll feel natural for you. Build the habit with easy questions to your partner. What was the best part of your day? Or send a quick text like, felt really relaxed after our walk. Over time, you stop defaulting to fix-it mode. Your partner feels truly connected to the real you. Emotional distance shrinks and the whole relationship warms up. You're not turning into someone overly mushy. You're just unlocking deeper strength through real closeness. Your love style isn't a life sentence, it's a starting point. Being aware of it is key, and with effort, you can rewrite your script. Which style resonates with you? Share in the comments. If you're a fan of this content, please help the channel to grow by giving us a like and a subscribe. Thanks, and see you next time.